Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, the 14th of August, 2016. I'm Anna Koyman, and this is a Fox News alert. Complete chaos erupting in an American city overnight. Milwaukee up in flames. Look at this as an angry mob reacts to a deadly police shooting. Rioters burning businesses to the ground, torching squad cars, even throwing bricks at officers' heads. This all coming after an armed suspect was killed while fleeing from police.
Two men who have been on the front lines of law enforcement for many years, Rod Wheeler and Steve Kardian. Rod's in Washington. Steve is next to us on the couch. First to you, Steve. I don't want to be hysterical. It's Sunday morning. You know, you don't want to make this worse than it already is, but you kind of can connect the dots here, and it feels like we're losing control.
Tucker, we've been losing control for a long time, and if you look back to when this really started...
And by we, I mean civilization.
Civilization. Politicians can now put the blame on police officers in society before finding out the real facts. So it's the trickle-down effect that every politician now thinks that this is okay.
And to Steve's point, we're jumping to conclusions before we have any of the data. We don't even know the police officer's race. We don't know his name. We don't know anything about this police officer.
Well, what we do know is that the officer did warn him to drop the gun. Now, the presumption is that if he has the gun in his hand...
Multiple times.
If he has the gun in his hand and he doesn't drop the gun, you have to assume he's going to turn and shoot on you. There's just no other belief or recourse that you have, and the officers will be justified at the end of the day if this holds true.
So, Steve, we were just at the conventions last month, and every cop in the world was there. They were super nice, and they maintained order. Politicians wanted them there because they were there and they wanted to be protected. But when a riot breaks out in a poor neighborhood, I know some politicians, the same politicians, say, you know what, we don't want to incite any more violence, so we're not going to actually get the cops involved. It seems an appalling double standard to me.
It is a double standard. I mean, we serve a purpose. And to go back to your point, police officers, when I was a uniform officer for over 25 years, I wore my uniform to and from work. Police officers are not doing that any longer because they feel chastised. They feel that they do have a bullseye on their back. So the dynamic has completely changed.
All right, Steve and Rod, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Stick around as this story unfolds in Milwaukee.